Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Davey Deathray here with the very first members only stream. I'm super pumped, guys. We just got membership going. Oh, the end of last week? So maybe it's been about a week that we just got this kicked off. I'm super pumped to be hanging out with you guys and, a little bit more of an intimate setting here. So it'll be fun. As the membership goes and as it continues to grow and the channel does more and more, then of course we're going to be kind of increasing the membership only kind of stuff, maybe, or at least giving you guys videos ahead of time and taking more time out to do like Q&As and fun kind of stuff like that. But I'm in the midst of this Tales from the Crypt review, which was kicked off by our guy Eli Cortez, who's hanging out here. Thank you so much for the DVDs, Eli. I know, I guess you can check these out on Daily Motion and YouTube. I had no idea Tales from the Crypt was so readily available, but it's really awesome to be able to have the DVDs, the high quality, all that kind of fun stuff. And really pumped to hang out and watch these episodes with you guys. So, these ones are going to be relatively short, probably about an hour or something, kind of short and sweet, but sort of fun because you get to chime in, hang out, and it doesn't take your whole night. You can go ahead and bounce on over to another stream. I'm sure there's tons of people streaming. I know Brett and Brad either just wrapped up or they're just about to wrap up with Cody, dude who loves movies. They've been doing this whole watch along series with Nightmare on Elm Street, which has been really fun. So I'm going to say what's up to you guys here in the chat. And then, we'll get rolling with the episode here. We got Happy Sanjo in the chat. What's happening, Happy? One of our very first channel members, and Happy has been gifting memberships. It's really cool that he's been gifting those. Thank you so much, Koi. He's sitting in a parking lot eating a spicy chicken sandwich with a 2-hour drive ahead of him. So he's really happy to catch the stream. That's awesome. We'll take at least half of that time. We'll give you some entertainment here, Koi. And everybody out there, Koi just started doing his own channel. So he just put out his very first review. He did a review of 1988's Child's Play. So go check out his channel, throw him a sub. When you're just getting going, it's tough. I mean, the key is just to put one video out there. Just get yourself out there, jump in the pool, dive right in, don't even dip your toe. And then you can sort of reflect from there and see from there, where you want to take it. And I think, Koi, you'll probably find this with your first handful of videos. You start to sort of carve out like the way that you want to approach your channel. And, just you'll find that you continue to grow as you keep on doing it and you'll get more comfortable. I think the key is just to keep it up and, find your voice there. So let me go here. I'm going to actually, I'm going to edit this really quick. I'm just going to say, welcome to the first members only Tales from the Crypt edition of Movie Date. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to update the title. Really professional here, hanging out with the members. You guys get to see the real behind the scenes, right? So we're going to watch the third episode of Tales from the Crypt. No, you didn't miss the second one. The second one is An All Through the House. And that's a Christmas episode. So I'm actually going to save that for the holiday season and do that around Christmas time. I think that'll be a bit more fun that way. So we're jumping ahead to the third episode, which is called Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone. And this one stars Joe Pantoliano and Robert Wool. And it was directed by Richard Donner, who's also one of the producers of Tales from the Crypt. So, big guns with Richard Donner. He's Lethal Weapon, Goonies. I'm trying to think of all the others that he's known for. Superman. There's a whole bunch that he's known for that are totally escaping my mind right now. Koi says this sandwich is so hot, I'm going to shit fire later. That's hilarious. What's happening, Eli? Great to see you in the chat, bud. We got Big Rod. Ooh, and we got Ben Grimm, who was gifted a membership just last night. I hope you enjoy it here, Ben. I think I've seen you jump in every now and then. I've certainly seen you in the chat when I am hanging out on other people's channels and everything. So welcome. Everyone make Ben feel welcome. He's a brand new channel member. And hey, you know what? Maybe you'll find something with that free membership that you really dig, and you'll stick around for a bit. We got Raymond Maliber. What's happening, Raymond? And we've got Antonis. Boom. First one to Roundhouse kick the like button, says Raymond. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, we don't have a dude who loves movies to tell you to do that, so you gotta do it, right? Just watched, 2, it was fun. You just watched wait, did I miss something here? Do-do-do-do-do. Um, you just watched, this episode here, or you watched And All Through the House? Let me know, Big Rod. What's happening, Jamie, our lone mod, Jamie Hart hanging out. Great to see you hanging. Let's see who else we got here. It looks like we might be all caught up. Well, that's pretty awesome. Like, I I didn't know. I figured I was like maybe Jamie will show up because she said that this was a good time for her. But you just never know how it's all going to shake out when you do like a members only kind of stream like this. So, what's up? We got stay spicy, drive safe. Antonis has a YouTube channel too, but on my other channel. Oh, with a different name, Antonis. Yeah, let us know. There you go, Jamie, throwing you a sub, Koi. That's awesome. There we go. Yeah. This is, and also Koi, you'll find that like just as you get out there, you got the people that are gonna give you that sub early on, the people that kind of know you from within the community, and they'll lift you up when you're just kind of figuring everything out, right? So yeah, I think from watching your review yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was on Tuesday. Yeah, really stream of consciousness the way you did the review. So I think there's certainly something when we were talking like offline about things, I was like, man, I wish I kind of want to do that. Like I kind of want to just go on a live stream and do a review of a movie instead of sit there. Sometimes the pre-recorded stuff takes a while to actually record, and then editing it is this whole different thing. But you also get to like overlay pictures and be a little more snazzy with the editing. Sometimes you can have like a really good joke when you edit. There's pros and cons to both for sure. But like I said, as you keep on doing it, you'll certainly find your voice, man, for sure. Of course, man. Of course. Oh, don't worry about it. But you know what? I meant to shout you out yesterday as well during late night. Sometimes I can kind of get tunnel vision, especially on those late night episodes where they're really long, and I got my mind focused on the interview and everything. But yeah, of course, man. You've been so supportive of so many channels on YouTube. I mean, obviously over here I see your support, but I see you throwing people memberships on other people's channels, and so I think like what you do for the community, what you've done for the community as an audience member, and then transitioning to a content creator, like we got to be there for you, right? And watch you grow and watch you flourish, of course. Raymond watched it earlier, but more than happy to watch it again. Hell yeah. Yep, he did the Lethal Weapon movies for sure. Let's get Antonis to 100 subscribers. I'm almost there. What's the channel name, Antonis? Is it a different? Yeah, what's the other? Yeah, you got to share the other account name, or we don't know how to find you. Oh my gosh, Big Rod with the super chat. Shout out to Eli for making this all possible. Absolutely, Big Rod. Thank you so much. I'll leave that super chat up there for a little bit. Really appreciate that. That's really sweet. I mean, on a members only stream to get a super chat, that's really sweet of you, Big Rod. Thank you. And yeah, of course, I'm going to shout out Eli in like every single one of these episodes that we do when we do the review. And then I pretty much find a way to talk about him almost every live stream because he just keeps on giving. He's so generous. Yesterday during late night with the Davy, he mentioned that he was going to, or he had sent me something from Shout Factory that's limited. I guess there's only one of 500 of these things, and he says it's to complete the collection. I sort of feel like maybe it has something to do with Tales from the Crypt. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to sort of wait and be surprised and enjoy that moment for sure. And absolutely, sometimes you never know where inspiration is going to come from. And when somebody sends you such a lovely gift, that's certainly where I found the inspiration to tackle this whole Tales from the Crypt project. So yeah, guys, we are all, let's see here. Antonio says, damn, I forgot this is a member only stream, so I can't use my other account. Yeah, no worries, Antonis. The next time I'm on live, just let me know, and maybe even let Jamie know, and Jamie can share the link the next time we're on like a regular live stream. Which actually, guys, I've got a live stream coming up on Sunday at 6:30 with Mark from Tales from the Shelf. So he jumped in the chat last night during late night with the Davy, and he was like, I want to do something with you. And so I was like, hit me up on Insta or whatever. He hit me up. and we were like, what should we do? What should we do? It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to see Alien Romulus this weekend, although I really, really want to. But we were like, well, let's do something with Alien. And I was like, let's do a ultimate showdown of Alien versus Aliens, where we pick categories and each one of us picks a winner for each category. And we actually do like a proper, basically a count of like which movie wins the most categories, and that movie will be the winner of the ultimate showdown. So we're going to go live at 9:30 Eastern on Sunday night. And there should be a link on, there's a link on my channel that you can find. So if you want to set the notification for that, come and hang out with us. We're going to start a poll where, you can vote yourself. And if it happens to be a tie at the end of the game, your poll from the chat is going to decide the winner ultimately. So that'll be really fun. Mark and I briefly talked about how we feel about the movies, just like general terms, general specifics. But we didn't get too into it because we sort of wanted to save some of that for the stream. So yeah, Antonis, make sure that Jamie knows how to find your page. Jamie, check the page, make sure there's nothing inappropriate. and Antonis, feel free to send it to me too, so I can check it out myself, and then we can share it the next time we're live. How about that? How about now? All right, guys, are you all ready to get this episode rolling? I think I am. Let's see here. I'm gonna get the episode all queued up. So I am at 0 seconds here, and boom, check this out, Coy. This should make you proud. Antonio says there's nothing inappropriate. All right, great. Yeah, then by all means, just make sure one of the mods or myself shares the link. That way it turns into a hyperlink. And then we are just we can kind of not control, but just mitigate the amount of advertisement that goes on the chat. I certainly want to be able to, I want people to be able to share what they're doing, of course. Especially with how small time we are. It's not, it's not like people show up to the chat just to spam their channel or anything. You guys are all, loyal followers that come in and check out most every single stream. So, and then Coy, as you as well, please remind me or get a hold of Jamie, and the next time we go live, we can share the link to your channel as well. Big Rod says, man, I had a headache all day that's finally subsided. It may be the Tylenol, but I'd like to think it's the soothing sounds of Mr. Deathray. Yeah, man, I woke up feeling like I drank like a couple bottles of wine. I didn't have anything at all last night, but I woke up feeling terrible. I don't think I ate or drank enough water last night. So yeah, that's the thing. Raymond says, I'm watching on YouTube. The one I'm on starts with Crypt Keepers open. Yeah, this one starts with I can't tell what it is, but it's always going to start with the Crypt Keeper opening. Let me make sure that I'm truly at. Yep, it's a black screen right now. And then Coy, check this out. Boom, I got a clock up there for you, bud. Check that out. You like that? You like that? What's going on? Okay, here we go. We are at 0 seconds on the show, and I'm going to start on 3, 2, 1, start. Okay. We are go. This puppet, like, I know that sometimes it's like that's a real person's hand, of course. But it's such a good mix of like puppetry and an actual actor. I think a lot of times they just probably have an actor like back there doing this kind of thing. Um, so I love the Crypt Keeper so much. When I was a kid, yeah, he was a little scary and all that kind of stuff, but it was the scary that kind of intrigued me, you know? And this episode, man, I feel like I watched it like 3 times in the last like week and a half, because I watched it twice for my own notes. And then when I asked the guys from the Twisted Locker if they wanted to do the episode with me, do the review with me, they were like, yeah, this is, and Jenks picked this episode. And I was like, well, shit, that's going to be the next one I do anyway. And so I watched it again just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. So a warning, y'all, you might not like my profile picture from my other YouTube channel, but let's remember it's a free country, so deal with it. What is it? I thought you said there wasn't anything inappropriate. OMG, the timer. Hell yeah, absolutely, Coy. Is it just something political, Antonis? Yeah, I think people can get over that, right? And honestly, and then another thing too is Antonis, if they see that and they don't want to subscribe, then it's like, okay, well, I had somebody I did like a Tom McDonald music video reaction. I really like Tom McDonald a lot. I don't agree with everything anyone says, really, but a lot of what Tom McDonald says resonates with me in his music. And I had some people that were like, "Oh, I'm gonna unsub because you reacted to this guy's video," and I was like, "Well, so be it. It's your decision to sub and unsub as you like, and it's my freedom to put whatever I want on my channel. So hope you come back." Here we got Robert Wool as the ringmaster. He's got like a different look in every scene here. Um, and in the review, if you guys watch the review that I did with the Twisted Locker guys, I do think his performance here, sometimes Robert Wool for me can be a little bit too much. And I know that for a lot of people, I can be too much. But I do love him in Batman. I think he's great in the first Tim Burton Batman movie. But here there is something, another thing we mentioned in the review is like the really close angles, the bright lights, the sort of dreamlike, surreal kind of feeling. We were talking about Italian movies like the Giallos and all the surreal Italian stuff last night during Late Night with the Davy. And this episode has that kind of feel. And to me, I was kind of surprised. Like, I thought Richard Donner, to me, it doesn't really look like something that Richard Donner would have directed. I don't know if they just did these really quick. I think that's him in the front row right there that we just saw. Tales from the Crypt was like the HBO version of Goosebumps. Yeah, it absolutely was. And it was before all that. It was actually right before, I think, Are You Afraid of the Dark was maybe 91 or 92, something like that on Nickelodeon. And I feel like Are You Afraid of the Dark was sort of like, and I probably said this during the last stream, it was kind of like the answer for Tales from the Crypt, something that kids could really watch. Yeah, Big Rod, it's been a while since I've really, I think at a certain point I got a little fatigued with it because I wanted a little more like variety than just all the, the political stuff is cool every now and then, but I did get a little fatigued for sure. I got into Tom like, what was it, like 2021, like February of 2021. I think No Lives Matter had just come out, or Canceled had just come out. It was like right in that era of like fake woke, canceled, No Lives Matter, that kind of thing. It's not like that old. I know he had what was it, White Boy was like a few years before that was really big. Antona says, I've never seen Tales from the Crypt, but the Crypt Keeper reminds me of the way the creep looks in Creep Show. Yeah, I mean the Creep Show movies were based on, or they were inspired by the EC Comics, and EC Comics was Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror, and there might have been another one that they had, but they're all very similar, and these stories all come from those comics. So yeah, I think the creep in Creep Show was a direct, homage to the Crypt Keeper from the comics for sure. This guy to me looks like RoboCop. Um, what's his name? Of course I'm forgetting it now because I'm on live. Peter something. What's his name? I feel terrible. I friggin' love RoboCop. I can't believe I can't remember his name. Let's see here. Peter Weller. There we go. Peter Weller. Somebody probably just said it in the chat. Shout out to Nick at Night. Yeah. And and Snick, that was like Roundhouse and Are You Afraid of the Dark? I'm trying to remember what else was in that initial lineup of Snick. That was really, really fun stuff. Best Rapper Ever is really good. I Hate Hip Hop is really good. Yeah, so many of his songs. People So Stupid. That's pretty funny. Sometimes he just kind of cracks me up with the way he sees things. It's there's just something really, I don't know, refreshing about it, I guess. And clearly the guy knows how to like make a brand and be memorable. And anytime a musician can be independent, they make their own beats, they write their own lyrics, they shoot their own videos. Nova Rockefeller, Tom's girlfriend, does all of his videography and everything. They're just like a two-person show. It's incredible to see that somebody doesn't, can work independently like that. They don't need a label, they don't need an agent, and he seems to be extremely successful. And also, his like tale of sobriety is pretty inspiring as well. And so there we go. We just saw him lose his first life, or as we'll find out later, his second life, because the cat died. That counts as one. There we go. Raymond was in there with the Peter Weller. Eat your short. Can't eat your. No, that was salute your shorts, right? I don't know if that was Snick. Maybe they put it on Snick later on, but I remember watching that show when it was like just on. It was like a summertime, like daytime show. Yeah, one of the guys from Rilo Kiley was in that show. He is. I think his name's Mikey. He's like the kid from Jersey that comes in as like the main character in the second season, because the blonde kid from the first season ends up leaving, and then the new kid comes in with dark hair. He's like the Italian kid. That is I'm forgetting his name right now, but he's in Rilo Kiley with Jenny Lewis, who's another child actress or child actor. She was in Troop Beverly Hills and The Wizard, and I know she was in a whole bunch of other stuff too. Rilo Kiley's great. And of course, you got Budnick, who was in Terminator 2. That guy's great. Oh, yeah. No worries, man. No worries. We're all friends here. I couldn't even remember who Peter Weller was, and RoboCop's one of my favorite movies. So, sometimes it just slips. What can you do? And here, Joey Pants is counting his money. That looks like real money. That's what $100 bills looked like back then in 89. This looks like they're not using fake movie cash. Here we go. Robert Wool with his second look. And so, when we were talking like during that review, I was like, first off, he should have maybe saved a couple of his lives, right? Wouldn't you want to save a couple just in case you get sick or something crazy happens? But also like really not making very much money for like dying, which is still like pretty precious. Like he's the only person in the world. And then, what would it be like if they did this nowadays? Like, do you guys think that this person would be doing like TikTok deaths or something like that, or Rumble or whatever? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It would be interesting to see like a revamped version of this kind of story. And actually, I would love to see Tales from the Crypt make a comeback. And, especially I know Shyamalan tried to bring it back and there was some issue with the rights. I don't know if I really want him in charge of Tales from the Crypt. Maybe as a producer, it might be okay. I think the best producer for something like Tales from the Crypt would be someone like Quentin Tarantino. Like when he's done making movies, he could, produce this kind of show and have people like Robert Rodriguez direct episodes and all that kind of fun stuff. They could sort of emulate what they did here, where it's like Zemeckis and Donner and there's a few other really big names, Walter Hill. Like these are executive producers, and they came in and directed episodes as well. So they could sort of put together a team of like a who's who of really great filmmakers, right? And I think it would be great to see Tales from the Crypt come back. They did 93 episodes originally, and 91 of them are straight from the comics. So I don't know if they exhausted all the stories from the comics or if they used most of them, but it would be cool to go back to that source material and modernize some of those. Maybe not every single one, but something like this would be interesting to see modernized. Raymond says Joe Pantoliano was everywhere in the mid 80s, though. Through 80s through 2000s. Yeah, Risky Business. Oh, I forgot about that. The Matrix, The Sopranos, Bad Boys, Bound. Yeah, he was in The Goonies. Curtis from Twisted Locker brought up Baby's Day Out, which I've never seen, but he is in Baby's Day Out with I think Joe Mantegna is one of the other goons in that movie. Big Rod said I brought up The Wizard and Good Real Hunting Stream. I love that damn movie. And Little Monsters with Ben Savage and Howie Mandel. Yeah, Ben and Fred Savage. Yeah. Little Monsters is great. I really like it. It's kind of like disturbing and nightmarish in some ways, but a really fun kids movie for sure. I had a friend when I was little. We were in like maybe second grade when Little Monsters came out. So it must have been like 88, 89, something like that. and his parents wouldn't let him watch it. They rented it and watched it, and they were like, "It's just crap," because of the kids misbehaving and everything. Ooh, Eli says, "Shout, just ship that order, my guy." Hell yeah. I'll keep an eye out for that, Eli. Yeah, I was like eagerly checking the mailbox earlier this evening. I was like, I know it's probably not in there, but I just gotta check. All right. So we have the first resurrection. They're doing all these, yeah, really close up, doing all these like quick cuts, and then they just did like this pinwheel, very like I think I called it slapdash in the review, which I know it sounds kind of mean, but for a guy like Richard Donner, and I know it's television and everything, it does seem like, all right, let's economically make this episode, let's just get this done really quick, kind of thing. Um, which I don't think the story suffers or anything like that. I love these monologue bits with Joey Pants. So good. So now he's a cowboy. He's about to get hanged. That's just a fake horse on a piece of wood that they just cart in and out? See Ulrich die. Yeah. I wonder where they shot this. It must have just been like some empty parking lot or field in LA somewhere. They probably shot all this stuff in like a day or two, all the stuff at at the fair, at the circus. Big Rod says 89. I think I was 8-ish. Like Jamie says, I saw that in theaters. Yeah, I missed that one. That one wasn't a big enough movie to make it out to my hometown, I don't think. I don't remember it coming to the theater, but I do remember watching it on VHS. Yeah, we must be right around the same age, Big Rod, because I was May of 82 was my birthday, or my birth month. So yeah, I think I was in second grade. That sounds about right. Resurrection. And I gotta say, like, again, and I know I probably said it last time, but I just love how economic they are with the storytelling aspect of these episodes too. They don't really waste your time. Like here we are, we're about 14 minutes in, according to the clock, and we've got like 10 minutes left. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 11 minutes left. But it's like I think I said it when I was talking to the Twisted Locker guys. I can't remember if I said it during this last review or if I said it. We did two reviews together. There's just one of them that's not going to be until next season. And I had just said that, even if you're not really digging the episode, by the time you realize you're like, oh, I'm not really into this, you're probably like 10 minutes in and it's like, well, it's only 15 more minutes to like see where it goes and to see if the twist or the comeuppance, it makes the story a little bit better. So I really dig that too, that it doesn't ask much of you. You guys know I don't like to have my time wasted. Tales from the Crypt does not waste your time. And that would be another stipulation. I didn't notice that the odometer had a 666 on it right there for a second. That's pretty interesting. Telling of his evil ways. But what the heck was I saying? I totally forgot. Look at this look, the purple mustache and the purple eyebrows. It's just wild. Is this like a Russian kind of outfit? What's going on? They're gonna electrocute Ulrich. July 81. All right. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Big Rod says, I like that Tales from the Crypt is similar to the way Creep Show. There's always a moral comeuppance. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's sort of key. And Jenks from Twisted Locker said, like, there's always a twist. There's a true 3 parts to the story. There's always a twist. He's a story writer, so it's like I think he can really appreciate that and sort of made me realize that, oh yeah, all of these do hit. They all have those points. They all have like the 3 parts, the 3 acts and everything. And yeah, a good twist. A twist that at least will make you chuckle. And I think to me makes the episodes all worth it. Easy to watch. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. If they bring back Tales from the Crypt, I want them to stay with the 25-minute episode format. Don't do the whole 45-minute thing. I feel like so many shows now are like 40 to 45 minutes and they just drag. Like you're asking me to watch half a movie. Stop. And then I also want to see it in the 4:3 aspect ratio. I don't want to see widescreen. I think there's something like really cool, or maybe it can go back and forth, like the panels in a comic book are different sizes, like something like that. Late Night with the Devil went back and forth with aspect ratio and it was really immersive. I just think it would be fun, like as a throwback, to just sort of bring it back to a simpler time and have a new show that harkens back to that late 80s, early 90s era. Antona says my YouTube channel is just voice impressions, silicone mask movement videos, clips from horror movies, etc. All right. Heck yeah. What kind of voice impressions? He's got his scars. I guess I didn't notice the scars at the beginning. Oh, this is funny. Oh, it's Crazy Carl from Billy Madison. He's also the taxi driver in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And he is Kramer when Jerry and George get the pilot for Jerry's show in Seinfeld. He plays the Kramer character. He does the cross with his fingers like an old, like, Peter Cushing vampire movie. Horror villains mostly. All right. Yeah, we'll have to check it out, man. Big Rod says, agreed. We don't need all the small talk. Stick to the quick story that leaves you craving the next episode. Yeah, I saw he was going live doing like a town hall thing. Yeah, talking about doing like a physical media roundup. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I totally get it. If you guys got to go, or if you want to hop from channel to channel, I don't take that stuff personally. I just thought Thursday for me is a good day that works out to do something really quick like that. Maybe we can switch it to Tuesdays or something. I don't know. There's so many moving pieces going on here at the channel, so it's not necessarily going to be Thursday every week. Although I would like to keep it that way, but I want to make sure you guys can hang out and enjoy. So as of now, I'm planning on doing it the Thursday after the episode drops. If something else works better for you guys, let me know. Maybe if I'm dropping the episode on a Sunday, we could do Tuesday. But with just my schedule sort of being a little more unpredictable with collaborations and everything like that, I don't know that I'd be able to have an episode ready every Sunday. There might be a little bit of space. I'm trying to do an episode a week, but it is kind of a lot just with the live stuff that I have going on as well. So we'll see. It might have to get to the point where maybe I'm doing one every other week or something, just so I can make sure that it's good quality and that I'm not, rushing and putting shit out there. I want to make sure it's good stuff. I want to bring in new people too. So I want people that, are into Tales from the Crypt, maybe, see that I'm covering it and they want to check out the rest of the channel. Boom, Koi is here. You on that drive? How's everything holding up after the spicy chicken sandwich? Raymond says, I wonder if the actors got to pick which episode they wanted to do, or if the producer said, okay, let's put Joe Pantoliano and Robert Wool in the one about the guy who dies repeatedly. Yeah, you never know. Because Pantoliano wasn't like, he wasn't a nobody at this point, but he was a bit actor for sure, like just in bit roles. Nothing, I don't know if he would really like led anything. Goonies might have been like his biggest movie before doing this episode. So yeah, maybe it's just that the directors had actors in mind that they wanted to work with and they brought them in. I don't know. That's a good question, or a good thought right there, Raymond. I would imagine, like anything else, maybe they do sort of target. Maybe they're like, I think this guy would be really good for this. And then I would imagine that there's also, just auditions and auditioning actors, because it seems like every single one of these episodes has, like, even if the names aren't massive, they've got a couple names. And a lot of times there's at least one big name. Um, like Leah Thompson is in the next episode that I have watched. It's called I think it's called Only Sin Deep or Sin yeah, Only Sin Deep, I think. And, in 89 she had done what, the first Back to the Future, the second Back to the Future was about to come out, and then there was part 3 shortly after. Um, there's the other episode I watched with the Twisted Locker guys had Bobcat Goldthwait and Don Rickles, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's funny. They picked both of them picked Richard Donner episodes. And that was just by accident. They just both picked episodes they love. They both happen to be directed by Richard Donner, and he only did 3 episodes. Hell yeah. There you go, Raymond. Me too, me too. So, every chat can't be gold, right? Just like every stream can't be gold, but no, you're great, man. That's a really good thought. Like I'm curious to know how much of it was like targeted casting and how much of it was just the regular Hollywood thing when it came to the leading roles. This chick, you can tell she's already just only cares about the money here. She kind of looks like Leah Thompson. See, I don't like another thing too is if you had this guy's power, wouldn't you have like security? Or wouldn't you, want to have like an inner circle of people that you could really trust, like people that really wouldn't screw you over, Because at some point your life, you're going to get to your last life. And then it's like somebody might want to off you. This is hilarious. She grabs the friggin' comb. Somebody might want to off you just to be able to take the last bit of your money that's left over. So that's why I think it's a good idea to hang on to like 2 or 3 lives at least, right? Oh man, I'm so sorry, Jamie. Having internet issues again. Yeah, and I've been streaming later on in the day just because of those internet issues Kate and I had when we watched Scream last weekend. That was really rough. So, um, yeah, I've just been trying to keep it at night. But that's a bummer. Or is there like bad weather or something like that? Yeah, his scars just don't look like very pronounced right here. But maybe they're there. Oh yeah, I can see the one on his cheek. It's just the lighting. So yeah, now he's in the spot where he's like, I need all the money because I just got robbed. He's so good. He's just got this like, I don't give a shit kind of thing, living on the street to having 9 lives. The power goes straight to his head, right? Raymond says, I remember they used to have a phone number for a trivia contest or something where the crypt keeper asked questions. I don't remember that because, man, we never had HBO. I got to watch it during that free week that you got in the summer. And then, if I stayed over at a buddy's house that had HBO, we'd stay up and watch it on a sleepover, something like that. Um, it sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm curious. I wonder if I can find a picture of that on Google. Let me check it out. Don't mind the clicking. Let's see here. Tales from the Crypt hotline. That's what I'm looking at. I can't find it right now. I'll have to check it out though. I will have to look for it because that's really cool. But it's funny when I looked up Tales from excuse me, Tales from the Crypt hotline, I get all these pictures of the comic book covers. It's beautiful. I'm gonna have to save all these for later episodes for sure. Oh, Raymond's internet was acting up earlier as well. And now he's just realized that the cat's life counts. And he's banging away, but they've just finished burying him. And man, he is down there. Oh, and they hear him, or they think they hear something, but they're like, let's go get a beer. Let's get out of here. Probably just a cat. I thought that guy's like wide-eyed the whole time. And then we get this crazy zoom character. Somebody just threw a cat in the frame. That's what that is. I love in movies and TV shows, you can tell that they just like drop a cat or like throw a cat. Ah, and then the symbolism of the candle going out as he takes his last breath. Oh, sweet little kitty. I miss my kitties. They're just on the other side of that door. Oh, what a sweetheart black cat. I hate to be that guy, but that cat's dead. Isn't that the worst? Like when you watch an old movie and there's like a dog or a cat and you're like, oh, at least I'm that way. I've become a total softie since becoming a cat dad. Oh man, a tree limb came down on a power line down the road. Jeez. So it must be storming or something, or it was just that branch's time, you know. The crypt keeper has these gorgeous blue eyes, just magnetic. I love that John Kassir voice and the laugh and everything. And yeah, that is it, guys, for Dig That Cat. He's real gone. Lovely theme here by Danny Elfman. Gotta love the good old Elfman sound. Always dependable. I really like Oingo Boingo. I know I brought that up in the review, but I would be remiss if I didn't bring it up here. A whole bunch of people were, yeah, I think Big Rod, was it you that had commented, is it Dead Man's Party is a Halloween favorite of yours? And yeah, I really like, what's the one, Who Do You Want to Be is like my favorite Oingo Boingo song. I'm trying to remember what the name of the record is right now, and it's totally slipping. But when I heard that song, maybe like it was probably 15 years ago when I first heard that particular song, and I realized this is where Real Big Fish got their sound, was Oingo Boingo. Like I had no idea because I had heard other tracks from them that just didn't really have that sort of like almost like a third wave ska kind of sound. Really love that track. And I mean the lyrics are great. Like I think it's good social commentary and the song's really catchy too. Big Rod says, I need to watch the old stream with the art with that artist whose names escapes me now that I'm getting settled in. I need some new horror art. The old stream with the art. Is it Necromechanimal? Are you talking about one of the subs over here? Raymond says, I would love to have a crypt keeper just for the laugh alone. Yeah. I would love to have, like, it would be cool, like, you know, Trick or Treat Studios or something like that puts together like an actual one-to-one crypt keeper. I mean, even if they wanted to do like a, you know, like a half scale crypt keeper that you could put up at Halloween that actually like you walk by it and it does his little laugh. Maybe it's got like, you know, 10 or 12, like maybe a dozen of his like fun one-liners, you know, his like ridiculous dad joke puns that are just so charming because it's the crypt keeper. Leave your body and soul at the door. That's right. That's right. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? You guys are great. Love you guys. No, older. He was a show guest on Late Night, I believe. Oh, Cole Monroe Chitty. Yeah, his art is incredible. If you go back to that stream, there should be a link for his art pages there. So you can, yeah, check him out. His art is incredible. You can, you know, there's original art, there's you know, art where he takes existing characters and puts his own spin on it. Really fun stuff. And actually, like, if you really enjoyed that one, Big Rod, I did a full interview with Cole earlier in the year. I believe it was released like in February. So if you scroll back just on the video section of my channel, you can find, you know, an interview where we show some of the board games that he worked on, and some more of his art and everything. And we talk a little bit about growing up in Alaska and playing music. A little bit of a different conversation. It probably some overlap with Late Night. But yeah, feel free to check that out. Check that out if you'd like as well. Yeah. Yeah, the late movie date with Davey and Kate art is incredible. I still have to get that shop up. That's just one of the many things that I'm trying to catch up on. And guys, I am trying. You know, I can be frank with you all because you are members, so it's a relatively intimate group. there's just also some things in my personal life that I'm trying to like sort out and get figured out and start moving in a more positive direction with. So, like everyone else, I'm a work in progress. I certainly have my flaws and things in my life that I haven't been very smart about, and it gets tougher and tougher to make up for those things the older you get. But just making plans right now and trying to do everything I can to get everything straight and be better for everyone in my life. My original family, the core Conway group. That's my last name's Conway. And then my new family, the Death Ray clan with Kate and our 3 kitties. And then now with my friends, with you guys. So want to just try to improve on all fronts and get some things figured out for sure. Raymond said, I used to dress up as a zombie for Halloween, especially when it was for a party. Yeah, I've done that one quite a bit. I'm a massive Romero fan, Raymond. So yeah, I love dressing up as a zombie. It's one of my favorite things. You can do like, I think one time I did like specifically Dawn of the Dead. So I did like the grayish, green, bluish kind of makeup. I wore like 70s clothes and everything like that. I went to like the thrift store and got some 70s clothes. I had a big old like shaggy kind of fro sort of kind of hair, because I know it's tough to tell, but my hair's really curly and wavy. So when it gets long, it doesn't like go long like this. It just goes poof and turns into like a Jew fro kind of. I'm not Jewish, but to me, it kind of reminds me of a Jew fro. Classic Jew fro. Big Rod says, we understand it takes investment and time and money. We're all here for the long haul, bro. I really appreciate that, Rod. And I'm in it for the long haul as well. And so that's why sometimes I just got to be real and be like, you know what? I don't know if I can do a review of this show once a week. I still owe Antonis a review of Bride of Chucky. I'd like to cover the Evil Dead franchise and do a ranking of that as well. I want to do a ranking of the Child's Play series. The ranking videos that I've done have done pretty well. So I want to do some more of those also. And just kind of have those. It's nice to have those like under your belt. When new people find your channel, they can just rattle off those rankings. Like that's the kind of viewer I am. When I find someone's channel that I really love, I just, keep on watching everything, so yeah, that I totally get it. It's a constant like reevaluation of investment in time and investment in money for sure, and making sure that you're always keeping things balanced. And it can get I've talked about it quite a bit, where it can get like addicting and it really like drives you and fuels you to create content. But at the same time, you have to be like, dude, you can't do everything that you want to do right now. Like you gotta space it out. So I just got to be real with you guys about that. But also at the same time, we have membership under yeah. But at the same time, we have membership unlocked now. So I do want to make sure that at the very least, I'm not leaving you guys hanging. I want to make it worth every bit of that membership fee. And for those of you that were gifted memberships, I want to put content out there that makes you want to keep on coming back. Even if your free membership runs out and it's the $5 one for the fuel level of membership, even if you end up doing a dollar membership and you're part of that kindling group, like that's really important too, and really cool too. And none of it's required anyways. It's just so awesome that you guys, are willing to be members and, throwing out the super chats and everything like that. That's so appreciated. I can't, I'm dreaming of the day when I could pay, if I could just pay like one of mine and Kate's monthly bills with super chats and membership and stuff like that would be incredible. It would be really cool to just slap that down and be like, hey, neither one of us has to worry about this bill this month. That would be really cool. So that's sort of like a very short term kind of goal. It would be cool to build up to that. It honestly, like talking about goals, I'd like to be at 50 members by the end of the year as well. Jamie says, I've been doing YouTube since 2018 and I still don't have a logo or anything. Just my name. 100% Jamie, 100% of the time. Yeah, exactly. Your channel is yours and it's your expression, right? So it doesn't have to, you don't have to try to keep up with the Joneses, as they say, with everything. I knew when I started, like, it was easy for me to think of the name because I already had a stage name from playing music. And then I have a brother who's a visual artist, so he put together the logo for me. I didn't have to do that myself, which is great. And then yeah, I mean, branding to me, it's like I know it's really important, but also I know that the branding will sort of be shaped just like the content is shaped as well. Raymond says, nowadays I dress up as a horror fan who sits on his couch and watches horror movies all Halloween. There you go, man. You don't have to impress anyone. Just enjoy that day. That's what's up. Big Rod said, do it monthly if needed. Variety is the spice of life, asks Sanjo. But variety is the spicy chicken sandwich of life. I watched a couple of your videos while at work, Jamie. Much respect. I hope you like. I get sidetracked when working. That's something I have to remind myself to do too. Sometimes right when I open up a video, I just click like right away. Because then if something distracts me or pulls me away, I've already clicked it and given them that love. Raymond said, I came up with a name for my channel if I ever get the equipment. What's the channel name, Raymond? I promise I won't steal it. I hope those mean folks are far from you, Mrs. Hart. I really need to dive into your channel, Jamie. Yeah, and she's been putting out little videos here and there. And yeah, Jamie, whenever you're ready, let's get you on late night. Let's collaborate on something else. Matt is the brother who's an artist. Yeah. So Matt even, he worked on Never Hike Alone 2. He has a handful of shots in that film. I hooked him up with Vin on that one, and he's going to be working on Gotham Noir as well. He's worked on a whole bunch of like he worked on Shutter Island, was one of his first big movies. He was the lead matte painter there. He worked on the first Avengers movie. He worked on Avatar, the original Avatar, James Cameron's version, The Blue People, Fern Gully in space. Yeah, he's worked on so much. Worked on like the Fargo TV show. He's always working. Shazam, I think he worked on one of those as well. Yeah. It's a lot of hiking videos, says Jamie. Karaoke and some live streams that are 5 hours at a time. Hell yeah. I love karaoke. I'm a big fan. I haven't done it in way too long. I love it so much. Boom. Yeah, it's really cool. With Never Hike Alone, I became, I backed the film, and I think I spent like, I can't remember what the backing was, but I did like the Jarvis and Jason and Jarvis like cut or whatever package that was. So it was the first time that my brother and I shared a credit on a film together, because he's been in film for like, going on like 20 years now that he's been working in movies. So that was a dream of his for a really long time. He's been an artist ever since he was a little kid. He was ridiculously good at drawing as a kid. When I was growing up, I used to go through his notepads, his drawing notepads, and like show them off to my friends. And it was stuff he was doing when he was like in grade school and middle school that was just so damn good and creative. He used to think of his own Transformers and do like 6 panels on a page and show how the Transformer would actually turn from like its stand-up form to its like auto or, plane form or whatever its mechanical form was. Really, really cool stuff. So yeah, amazing to have a credit on the same movie that he does, and can't wait for Gotham Noir. I'm glad I was nice to him. I know I can I know I can rub people, or sorry. I know I can rub elbows with Hollywood folks from time to time. Or now you can tell. There we go. Sometimes I just can't. I don't know why I can't read sometimes, Big Rod. Here, I'll give it another shot. We'll do a rewind. I'm glad I was nice to him. Now I can tell people I rub elbows with Hollywood folks from time to time. There you go, man. Is your membership one that he gifted? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. So yeah, guys, that was Dig That Cat. He's Real Gone, the 3rd episode from season 1 of Tales from the Crypt, directed by the great Richard Donner and starring Joe Pantoliano and Robert Wool. That was a lot of fun, guys. These are going to be great. We're going to do, about an hour at a time, something kind of short and sweet, get to hang out with you for a little bit, and then you can, break off and go check out Planet CHH with everyone else hanging out over there. And be on the lookout for that Sunday video with Mark from Tales from the Shelf. I've got it on my channel. You can click the notification right now. I'll start advertising for that one. There's going to be a poll in there where you can vote on which movie you prefer, 1979's Alien or 1986's Aliens. So yeah, really looking forward to that stream. I don't really know how long we're going to go. I hope we can keep it at a good couple hours at most. So yeah, guys, that should be really fun. That'll be Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I don't think there's going to be a watch party on Saturday. I think I'm going to take a break and allow myself to take care of some other stuff. So, but I'll be back on Sunday, and then we'll start the week all over again. Fachi and I are going to be on his channel doing his Slashtober Showdown on Monday night. So that should be really, really fun as well. So yeah, guys, I'll see you on Sunday and I'll see you on Monday. Let me grab these last few chats here. Jamie says, I miss singing. I can't do it anymore because of my thyroid and nodes. Oh, man. I'm hoping that after surgery, my ability will come back, but can't be sure. That's heartbreaking. Man, I couldn't imagine not being able to sing. I mean, it's something that I did for so long in my life as a passion that it's really difficult to, I'm praying for you, Jamie, that the surgery goes well and that you can get your voice back. It's wild the things that people have gone through with their voices and been able to get them back. I don't know if you guys know the band Jawbreaker or Jets to Brazil, but Blake Swarzenbach, the singer from those two bands, he had like a throat cancer and he had like nodes in there that he had to have removed. And he was able to come back and sing, and his voice actually sounded cleaner when he came back to singing and started Jets to Brazil. His voice actually sounds, I mean, whether or not you think it's better is sort of up to sort of subjective, but it sounded cleaner for sure. And then Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, he had cancer a handful of years ago in his throat and got over it, and they're touring, and he's in his early 60s, and they sound friggin' great. I just saw them last week, and they were amazing. Raymond says, lately the horror shorts are better than a lot of full-length horror movies these days. Yeah, those fan films are really, really good. They pack a punch. Yeah. Big Rod purchased his like a G, but I do have some gifts to give out next free live. Hell yeah, man. That'll be great. Yeah, looking forward to that one. That'll be on Sunday. Yeah. And yeah, Big Rod says good vibes to a successful surgery and getting her voice back. Absolutely. Yeah. Jamie said my parents used to say that I was singing before I could talk, humming Beatles tunes from my crib. That is adorable. I can totally picture that. I think sometimes like humming is a way kids can like concentrate too. Like you just get stuck in like your I know that's just one note, but that's adorable. Yeah. Sending good thoughts and vibes for you, Jamie. Absolutely. We got to lift each other up and support one another. And we want Jamie back, 100% of Jamie, 100% of the time, singing like an angel, making videos on YouTube's, maybe doing a little something with this guy named Davey Deathray that I've heard a thing or two about. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap it up for me on this episode of Movie Date with Davey and You Membership Edition. This is the very first membership live stream. I'm pumped. We're going to keep these rolling. We're going to find a way, come hell or high water, to get something like this worked in every week. Even if it's just me hanging out with you guys doing a Q&A or picking a subject. I really like the way that Dave McCrae does like his membership membership only streams where you sort of pick something that's a little focused and you have that open discussion with the chat. Far be it from me to completely rip somebody off, but I would imagine that most people that have member only streams kind of like do, a few of the similar or, same kind of things from time to time. So absolutely. Jamie says, thanks guys. It means a lot. You got it, Jamie. We love you. We love all you guys. That's right. Don't forget to give this members only stream a like. Sub to the, well, man, I hope they do sub to the channel, because if the members only stream, they better be sub to the channel. I was here. I did it live. You're all watching this stream. Smack that like button like it stole something. There you go. Hell yeah, guys. Really appreciate all of your support being members. Really looking forward to building the membership and being able to create more and more exclusive content for all you guys that spend your hard-earned dollars, you know, giving to the channel, giving a little back. Really appreciate it. I'm going to head out for the evening here and get a little chill time in with my OG family, the Conway crew. Going to drive over to my parents' house and kick it with them, maybe smoke a cigar, have a little chat. We'll see how it goes. Oh, you're all good. Don't worry, Jamie. I need that kind of energy all the time. So if you bring it during a members only stream, a-okay with me. A-okay with me. Absolutely. And Raymond says it's been fun to bring back the Tales from the Crypt memories and chat with you, Davey, and my friends. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we want to do this is have that little watch party. It's cool to have it right after the review drop so you can kind of soak in the review, maybe watch the episode like some of you guys did before jumping into the live stream. Have a great one, Rod. Really great seeing you here in the chat. Appreciate you guys so much. I will be back on Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern with Mark from Tales from the Shelf. We're going to duke it out over Alien versus Aliens. Which one will win? And until then, I've been and will continue being Davey Deathray. Take care.